DeVaughn Nixon has heard all his life that Hess, the twin of his father, NBA legend Norm Nixon. Now, the 38-year-old is playing his dad in a new series about the 1980s Los Angeles Lakers. "I was completely in shock," Nixon tells People in this week's issue of landing the role of his father, who won 2 NBA championships with the Lakers in 1980 and 1982. "It's truly a dream come true," says the actor, whose mother is actress and dance icon Debbie Allen. "It's the biggest layup I've ever gotten in my entire life." The elder Nixon, along with Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and the other major players of the Showtime Lakers, are the focus of HBO's Winning Time: The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty, produced by Don't Look Up director Adam McKay. The storied Lakers team won 5 championships in a 9-season span and is credited, along with Larry Bird and the Boston Celtics, with helping to revive the NBA when the league was experiencing falling attendance figures and diminished TV ratings. Nixon, who lives in Los Angeles with his wife, says when playing his father, he had one goal in mind. "I just wanted to give a fresh take on it, a fresh take on Norm," he explains. Nixon says he did get advice from his father on how to approach certain situations, including asking what his relationship was like with then Lakers general manager, Jerry West. But he also raised the stakes a little bit so his Winning Time character would be even more memorable for audiences. "I just wanted to establish that realism in between the characters, so I did go to him for suggestions with that," he explains. "But in terms of the character, I tried to be grounded and be true to himself, but it's TV, so I turned up." In many ways, Nixon has prepared for a moment such as this his entire life. He began his career as a child actor and appeared in the popular films Terminator 2 with Arnold Schwarzenegger and The Bodyguard starring Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner. "Whitney was my guardian on set," says Nixon, who played Houston's son in the movie. "She and I were really, really close." Houston, Nixon remembers, used to sing to him in her trailer, and read him Bible verses when they weren't filming, which he says was a beautiful experience. But he admits Houston did become annoyed with him once. "I remember I didn't want her to smoke, because I was like, 'You have such a beautiful voice,'" he recalls. "So I threw her pack of cigarettes away." Nixon recalls, "I flushed it down the toilet, and she got so mad but she couldn't get mad at me because I was a kid." Nixon also remembers Schwarzenegger lifting him up on set while shooting the Terminator sequel. "It might have not been that hard for a bodybuilder like him," Nixon says, "but I was just like, whoa, dude, you're so strong." Now, 30 years later, Nixon admits he felt some pressure stepping into his father's shoes, but says he simply wanted to do him justice in the series. "I just really hope people really understand Norm," Nixon says, "and he gets the respect that Hess do." Winning Time: The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty airs Sundays on HBO Max.